So I've been having a rough night, and I figure, well, I'll just hop on here on FL maybe, and do like a little kind of a mess around in here, just for a little. Let me get my. My ice water in my some damn nicotine, unfortunately. So anyways, I'm not gonna try and go even over like 20 minutes again here. But I was like, let me come on and keep some like momentum on the channel by just like fuck around and do something, excuse me again. Do something that I can just like upload in one recording in one fell swoop. So this would be like one of those kinds of things. It's just me just toying around, digging around in FL Studio. Excuse me again, guys here. I'm gonna turn this down a lot at first. To not blow you guys' eardrums out, since this is going up as ASMR, we can't be having the damn synth clipping out way up much above here or anything, so I'll just keep it at like a good moderate level down here. And let's just try and plug in nice little melody here for us. Kind of like that, like 131 area right there. So it's like, and like, so like a do, and then it'll go right there. So see, that's how I usually catch it. I'll just go in my head, but I'm watching the bars. You can have the metronome on, or you can just kind of go by ear. I was wrong, actually, it wasn't supposed to be right there. Excuse me. But actually, I want to put this up to like 1. No, I feel like I want this at like 150 almost. Yeah. I don't know, I was just feeling the tempo up a little bit more. So I was hearing in my head, I think before I plugged in and came into the program, I was hearing like it. So that's why I started with this. I think that was this highest note. That's the root note that I was starting with pretty much. So, is that the note? It's that one. So, and then we're gonna stack the rest of the chords, and just feeling it out by ear layering on top of kind of that root note feeling that I had in my mind. So it's going, this goes out to about here, I feel like. Two. So. But something's not quite right in there. I want to change it. No, I'm going to stack these a little bit more. But it's been a while, kind of since I've done started something out with this format. But I love this format or this way of starting something out so much. Of just starting with kind of chords, basically. Just had a brain fart there for a second, so I feel like this could just hang out about all of them. Yeah, see, I think the notes in this pad trail off because it sounded like it wasn't staying up. Although I had too much at the end there. Okay, so now let's bring this a little closer. Now what we do from here is like I feel out this last section here. Basically, I feel out if I need anything, the note needs to change anything. So it's like take this out for now. So that lower note probably needs to, or this note needs to play again. Yeah, totally. And I already like that. Let's bring this up just a little bit, back up some more for you guys to hear. And already, I like the sound of that as a loop. So we're just gonna go ahead and loop that out the rest of the way so that you guys can hear it as a loop now. And 3, 2, 1, go. So you could go either way with those beat channels. Or and have it more at that lower kind of. Oh my goodness. This is probably one of the worst leveled audio levels ASMRs I've done. With that cough there, but I'm gonna be too lazy to edit this, so apologies for that. In the future I will probably have to work on that. So anyways, yeah, we've got this nice little, let's loop this in here. I know we got our control over it again. And yeah, so about halfway through our little 20-minute session, we got nice, it's kind of like an ambient loop. And you can do, we're at 152 as you can see here. So you can do a lot with the tempo like that. You can kind of do, the drum style is more of a drum and bass up tempo, or has that dubstep kind of slower, you know, do like R&B. Feeling that, I'm feeling like a GMS bass. Just a big bass hanging out with it. I want something a little bit more distorted. Maybe we'll take this one. I just want something kind of that has some hold on it, you know, already. I kind of like them. Okay, maybe not quite. I really gotta try and make some dubs out of some of these, but oh, so I didn't know they've got a pre-made pretty good Reese right there. So this is pretty much what I was looking for. And we'll just stop that for a second. We'll bring this back up. It's already got somewhat of a delay on it, but let's just crank this up. We'll put a high. It's hard to hear much what that's doing already, but obviously there, as you could hear, if I brought it up, you could hear it a lot more. I'm gonna put the high pass on it now. Bring it back up again. As you can hear there, it starts getting pretty ambient, so we'll just leave that down a little bit. But I'm gonna try that, leave that on there, and so what we'll do is we'll just have this loop out for quite a while like this. I don't want to make it too many. Let's keep an eye on it. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So for the time it takes for it to get across these 8 or these 16, 20, 32 bar section, we'll have a low pass filter on it. So that's this one. And we will automate that to slowly filter in over this entire time. And we'll just have some noise already from the beginning. So starts deep and mellow. You know, this video might turn into a longer video because I am enjoying myself with this sound. It's gonna stop me from getting some weed tonight though, and that's gonna be a criminal tragedy of a thing. But so I might have to pause at least for a minute and come back. Let's save this as ambient ASMR tingy. So now, let's just play this back. You can hear what that does. So you might already be able to hear what that's doing. If we were to fuck with this, see, it's making it come in sooner, but we'll have that slowly come in after all this time, and when it finally gets over the top here, and we'll paste this whole thing over, but this is just, like, I think ambient, the description for the Apple Music ambient, like, essentials playlist said that someone famously quoted it as being, like, too boring. Not too boring, that was the worst, that was not what it said. It was like, just uninteresting enough not to distract you, but to be nice in the back. I don't even remember what it said. Let me look at this damn thing. Because I totally just butchered it so bad that I'm like... Okay. So, ambient... Ambient essentials, okay. As ignorable as it is interesting. Ambient music. So, just slowly but surely, you can let it... I could have it take this whole time. See what it would sound like if I had it take this whole time instead. And it begs the question, like, maybe I should, because that sounded really nice. And it would only take 1:41 for it again to get to this peak where we're actually hearing everything. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have it come in over here right about before the 1 minute mark, so it's faded in. So we have our highs, kind of. And then we'll bring in our bass, our bassline here. And that might be where I call it a quit on today's little mini video for y'all. Just hopping on, doing a little therapeutic, kind of unintelligible at times, maybe whispering and doing a little, just fucking with one of my favorite synths, honestly. Hardly even sound designing that much, really just playing nice presets this time on two different synths that I like. And a DAW that I like, FL Studio's a DAW that I like, but yeah, Toxic Biohazard, newer kind of obsession in favor, but I've known about it for a while, and GMS is just nice too. But see, let's go. I was thinking, right, it was like a boom, boom, boom. Wow, they really have this free space actually like made pretty. It's doing like a slide thing and everything, but okay. Whoa, just like a one boom at the end. also sometimes what you had in your head for the way that you want it to sound doesn't actually work as what just naturally happens and what you just naturally like hear and want to play because you heard it and you're like, oh, that sounds good. If you just are playing stuff sometimes and you're just like, that sounds good, that's probably what you should keep. So this is probably where I'll be ending out this one, but it's weird because it's harder to hear the difference in the register between this note and the lower. Because of how much higher, like, harmonics are on that with the distortion, layering and stuff. But so yeah, baseline comes in. Not much to do with it from there. With some extra synth layering and stuff, it could be drum and bass, it could be techno. But let's just add one more synth and loop and have a filter on that too. And then we'll call it actually quits from there. I want to see if we can do something cool with, let's try, not transistor today, let's try toxic again, and we'll see like one of the normal keyboard ones this time. Kinda like that. And we'll just play in something. We'll play a chord and then we'll have it arp. We'll do the auto arpeggiate. So that was really nice sounding. And then we'll just do something like that, I guess, right? And then we go up to here, and we go to arpeggiate. One of these notes has gotta go. I always forget this part. Oh, this part is crazy. So there's 1, 2. That's what we were at, I think, or was it 3 at first? because you can lose yourself in this little bit right here. It's like, yo, can I automate? I don't think I can automate that. Oops. Can I automate that? Yeah, I guess I can't. It looks like I can't put an automation clip on that, but listen to like the coolness that comes out of this stuff right now. So I think we were at 2. So that was it. That's what it was at for the normal ski. And we will again paste that over. And we'll do the same thing with this layer where we kind of bring it in here and put a low pass filter. It'll have to fade in over its due time as well, just like the other birdie had to. But except, yeah, we're gonna do it like that because I don't really like having automation clips just start, out of nowhere like that. Just kind of freaks me out still for some reason. And yeah. So okay, guys. Well, I got about 15 minutes to try and go to the smoke shop and get some weed skis, bite weed skis for myself. One of my old addiction skis, but Control S to save, and for the time being, this is what we had. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it, start to finish for you guys now. So, and enjoy. I realized that's where I actually wanted the bass line to start. So Control S again to save. So yeah, that one needed to come down a little bit also, that synth. But yeah, it could be like an intro for something or something like that. I'm gonna probably continue on later, but thank you for joining me today, you guys. Oops. If you enjoyed, then check back in soon. Tune in for more videos coming soon. And yeah. Catch you guys later. Goodbye.